Hello and welcome back again. We have three more varieties of sunflowers that are going to be attempted to grow and sell for you. Now, as you may remember or may not remember from the last video, teddy bear was added to the addition to what you could buy this fall for seeds for your garden. But there are three more others that are now going to be added. This first one is a very pretty one. It's a branching variety. And it is called Ruby Eclipse. Now, this is coming from a really old seed bank that I almost forgot that I had. Those seeds are almost 3 years old, so in terms of every last seed being able to germinate, is going to be around the 60 to 65% mark. However, there'll definitely be some that grows, but not every single seed, due to their age, will come up. However, any seeds that are produced, which they produce a fair amount of seeds for a branching variety, just like any of the others like Velvet Queen or like Chocolate Cherry or others. They may have smaller flowers, but they make up for it by having many flowers that branch out. So, with that being said, there will be seeds from them that will be available, but there will be a limited amount that can be sold until I can get enough of them saved up in my seed bank to put up for market. But it's a branching variety, 75 days until bloom, roughly 90 to 100 days until you could harvest the seeds from them. The outer parts of the petals are white, and closer to the center of the petals are a red color. Five to 6 feet in height, about 6 to 10 inches of spacing between each seed that you sow. This next one is going to be one similar to the teddy bear, but instead of it being a almost dandelion like bloom, this one is going to have a bloom like the mammoth, nice and big and broad, but it's only going to be 3 foot in height at the absolute most. Most of them only get about 2 feet unless they have a little bit of extra room in a garden. But these particular ones are meant for flower pots, like like a little small raised bed or in your house even, as long as they're in a sunny spot, of course. But these ones, are dwarf incredible. They look like your typical sunflower except for the part that they are shorter. Again, 75 days. And the description of them for their care is the exact same as the ruby eclipse. The only difference is this is a fresh pack from my seed bank that I've forgotten all about. So these ones will be in plentiful stock. So you will not have to have any concern. These next ones are similar to Velvet Queen. However, there are some difference in what they look like. These are a darker shade of red, almost black, and some of them can look like they are black. However, they are not like Velvet Queen. They are a darker shade, making them a completely different variety. These ones are called chocolate cherry. They take 80 days until they bloom, and they'll stay bloomed roughly for 10 to 15 days. So, roughly, you're looking at about 100 days before you could harvest the seeds from them, but they are still a decently fast growing variety compared to others which take much longer. And all three of these new additions are really popular for bees and butterflies. So, if you love watching butterflies, these are ones you should definitely buy. The chocolate cherry and the incredible dwarf are fresh packs, so there's going to be a decent amount that will be growing, but it all depends on how you take care of them. That depends on how plentiful of seeds you get. The better you take care of them, the higher the yields. Now, being said, does this mean that the older the seed, the weaker the plant? Well, not necessarily. You see, seeds have all of their energy from the sun, and they use the energy to stay viable until they're able to find appropriate growing conditions to be able to produce offspring. So it's really all about your climate and growing conditions and everything. In terms of how many seeds you're getting in each pack, it's going to be universally the same regardless of the variety, and it's going to be the same in terms of price across all varieties. But these ones are some that you should definitely look into getting. We will keep you up to date on any future plans in terms of how they're growing or anything. There will be gardening videos coming this spring. Now, in terms of adding more varieties besides what has already been offered, such as Titan, Velvet Queen, Cutting Gold, Teddy Bear, Ruby Eclipse, Incredible Dwarf Chocolate Cherry, and Firecatcher. I can't really add any more due to the fact that I have limited growing space, and because you have to space them 2 weeks apart from one another so that they don't cross-pollinate, I am restricted to not adding any more varieties. However, I can do bi-yearly growing patterns where I'll stop growing specific varieties for a year and in place for a different variety so that they could have a chance at being able to have seed. Now, sunflowers isn't the only thing that I grow, but it is what I grow the most of and that I have specialized in over the years. But I can ensure you that you're gonna really love my future videos for gardening, getting tips on how to make things more enjoyable for you, growing, watering, fertilizing, all of it. Catch you later.